101.7 FM, John and Gordy.
Good morning.
Hello, everybody.
Hey now.
It is a Friday the 13th edition of the Family Show.
Friday the 13th.
And we're thinking we're going to have a lot of luck today.
Is that what we're thinking?
Yes. Well, yesterday we didn't have any luck at all, but today is the day.
Okay, if you say so.
You know, everything is the opposite. You know, in Mako world, everything is the opposite. So I'm going to adopt that opposite attitude. Okay. Friday the 13th.
Right.
Supposedly bad, good for us.
Okay. All right. I don't know what you're basing all that on, but we'll go with it.
We'll make assumptions, just like eating dogs. All right.
I had some good dog eating the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Chihuahua.
I stopped at a restaurant now. They have something on the menu.
Yeah, fresh Chihuahua.
It's good.
Yeah. Put it on a bun.
So you were going to say like the $1 hot dogs at Costco.
Oh, well, there's good dog eating.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, it's 8 minutes past the hour. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat on the air.
Yeah, why don't you do that, prior to going on the air? Wait, Friday the 13th.
I wasn't sure we were on the air.
It's going downhill all of a sudden here.
Well, wait a minute. You know, it's pollen season. Something's kicked in because I can feel my allergies this morning. Just boom. Yeah. It's here. So let's ask computer, what's the weather for Madison, Wisconsin today?
The current weather is 59 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies.
Okay.
Today's forecast has intermittent clouds with a high of 85 degrees and a low of 59 degrees.
Intermittent clouds? Intermittent clouds.
Yeah, intermittent.
Okay. 85 for the high. We don't need the weather roulette wheel anymore.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just throw it out.
Kick that aside.
Yeah, just toss it aside. Lottery balls, forget about it.
We'll put that on the side of the road. You cannot take it.
Right back where we found it.
Yeah.
Right. What about the one-armed bandit? You know,
No.
Put so much work into it.
I put a lot of work into finding that. You keep that.
John, you just have a gambling addiction.
I do.
Okay. Good enough.
Well, every time we play that one-armed bandit, we win.
Okay.
Right?
Did you rig the game so that you would win every time?
I did.
Oh, rigged.
The house wins. And I'm the house.
So it's going to be a nice day today. And it was nice night last night for Madison Night Market. That was really cool.
It was a
big
nice
crowd.
Night.
Big crowd.
Really?
Yeah.
I was there earlier.
I got there late.
Yeah. But it got crowded late. The students started pouring out of the apartments and coming down there, huh?
We have this agreement that we don't attend these events at the same time now. So you come early, I come late. And then we reverse it. There's one more night market to come. So
it's a security measure that if any crazed fan ever came, they wouldn't be able to take both of you out at the same time.
Exactly. Well, yeah, they certainly would want to kidnap us for a night or two.
We took to the roof last night at one point, Sam and I. And
really?
Yeah, our boss, Catherine, said, hey, we're going to the roof. We're like, okay, well, you're the boss. I don't know. What are we doing?
I've never been up there.
You've not been up there yet.
On the roof.
Yeah, it was a spectacular sight from up there, watching all the people.
It is. Yeah.
And we threw a few paper airplanes out there just to test the wind. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
See, my idea before you got there was to throw paper towels.
Paper towels?
Paper towel rolls off, just like Trump did.
Okay.
Remember
all
that
right.
after
I
the
do.
hurricane?
Yeah, we went down to Puerto Rico.
Boom, boom, in rapid succession.
Throw them from the top of the roof?
Yeah.
Just, yeah. Okay. That could hurt somebody, maybe. A lot of, it gets a lot of speed going.
Well, I'll tell you what. If they do look up, wondering what hit them, we just look the other way, like we didn't see that.
I don't know.
I don't know. Why are you looking at us?
Yeah.
But I just wanted to mention, this morning when I went out to the car, there were a few droplets on my windshield, so it must be cloudy and just near the level of rain.
Uh-huh. Well, I was parked in the garage, so I didn't see anything like that. So
lucky you.
So,
lucky you.
Yeah.
I don't have a garage. Thank you.
Why don't you build yourself a garage? One of those little canopy things.
Okay. Yeah. That's like in your backyard.
Come on, you saw my gazebo.
I love the gazebo.
It's nice.
That is really nice. Yeah. We should have a big party there.
I think so.
Let's invite everybody this morning that's listening right now.
What if we all have a party?
Sherry, come on up.
What if we all have a party for the Badger game tomorrow? You're right by Camp Randall anyway.
Well, yeah, we could do that.
Well, I don't like the look on your face, Gordy.
Well, the problem is parking. That's the problem. I'm happy to have people over. It's just, where are you going to park?
They
Good
just
luck.
didn't think about that when they made that neighborhood.
Well, yeah, they didn't. And I see people parking there before the game, right outside my windows there.
If there's a really ugly looking house there, they could just tear that down when it comes up for sale and put a parking lot. Right.
Well, mine is the ugliest house in that neighborhood, so you're looking at me now.
I don't think so. No, it isn't the ugliest house.
Okay. It's got a weird roof. Okay.
Those are fun.
Is it time for the National Day calendar
I think so. Let's get to it, because it seems like we're just
slow down a little.
We're just driving around with no place to park here. Is it Positive Thinking Day? Is it that or not? Is it National Celiac Disease Awareness Day? How about Uncle Sam Day? Is it National Paper Plane Day? Is it National Blame Someone Else Day? Or National Peanut Day? Or National Bald is Beautiful Day?
It's not Paper Airplane Day today because that's what you were doing last night from the roof.
I could have been faking that and putting that in there just to make you think that that's what it is.
Quite the plot.
Plot thickens. No, you're right. You're right. It's not National Paper Plane Day.
Thank God.
But it should be.
Yeah.
And maybe there will be one coming up. Positive Thinking Day. Oh, we started out positive.
We
thinking,
did.
Friday 13th
is going to be good.
I wonder if that has something to do with it. Let's see.
Maybe.
Positive says September 13th, National Day Calendar, a day to promote the power of positivity and the impact this simple act can have on your life. Join us as we explain why maintaining a positive mind benefits you and those around you. Positive thinking is an emotional and mental practice that requires an optimistic outlook on life, just like you, John.
Yes.
It's about choosing to focus on the positive things that empower us, despite our circumstances. A positive thinker doesn't ignore negative aspects of their life. Instead, they maintain a hopeful attitude to get through them without disruption. So think positively.
I think that's
today.
what a lot of people think when we go on the air and we talk about certain topics.
Yeah.
These guys are positive.
Yes. Let's see. Let's skip to Uncle Sam Day today.
Yes.
Uncle Sam.
I saw something on this. The first Uncle Sam.
Well, it commemorates
Picture of him.
Sam Wilson. I think this is a typo here. Sam Wilson, the man behind the iconic image and fascinating nickname for the U.S. government. He was born on September 13th, 1766. Sam Wilson was a meat packer from New York. He was known for supplying barrels of meat to soldiers during the War of 1812. And the to identify the meat for shipment, Wilson prominently stamped U.S. on the barrels, and it wasn't long before soldiers dubbed the grub a delivery from Uncle Sam. So that's how that all started.
Wow.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. National Blame Someone Else Day. Hey, look at this picture.
This is a day.
Look at this picture.
What is that? A picture of Trump?
No, National Blame Someone Else Day. It's got this guy with a me, and three people are pointing at him like they're blaming him.
This is so MAGA. They're celebrating this today.
Well, National Blame Someone Else Day, you could be right, uses superstition to pawn our mistakes onto others for, reasons unbeknownst to them.
They're eating dogs.
They're eating dogs. While considering how to spend this Friday the 13th, plan accordingly. We all run into a little bad luck from time to time. Occasionally, a flat tire or an alarm clock sets our day off on another course. At other times, something placed in our path causes a malfunction in our day. So blame somebody else today.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead here to National Bald is Beautiful Day. Bald is beautiful. Not only does baldness come in many forms, but it also comes with some convenience. For men, especially, the cost of hair products and haircuts is reduced. Additionally, reducing grooming time for men who find no more hair must be a relief of some kind. It doesn't really talk about women who may have that issue. I don't know. What do they do?
All right.
What do they do? I guess they get a wig. So give a shout out to a friend who wears his baldness was savvy. Hey, friend.
Wow.
Your bald head looks great. Organize a Bald is Beautiful group. These are ridiculous. Trade tips and scalp care secrets.
I love that.
Support someone struggling with their hair loss. Oh, it's too bad. I just saw another clump of hair fall out of your head. You can sympathize with them. Try breaking a world record for the most bald people gathered in one place.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It's nuts. Okay, Sam, hit the history books. These are all crap today. Move forward. It's Positivity Day.
Yeah,
what do you
what's
got
going
on the
on?
history books,
Yeah.
Sam? Sam?
Let's take a look. I'll try and fit this one
You
in.
doze off for a minute.
No,
Okay.
I was trying to cue music because we've only got a minute left here.
Okay.
I'll try and fit this first history thing in really quick
All
here.
right, well, then.
Today, we talked about this a little bit beforehand. Gordy, you hadn't heard this story. Today in 1848, a guy named Phineas Gage survives a workplace accident while building a railroad.
Yeah.
They were blasting rock to build this railroad, and they had a metal spike that they were tamping down the explosive into this hole with. The explosive went off, and the spike shot up into the air, through his head, through his brain, and the guy survived.
Wait a minute. Was it embedded in his brain?
No, it went like
It
through
went
his
through.
head, like
it went
like,
completely through.
yeah, like 80 feet into the air.
80 feet?
It's explosive, yeah, way up there.
Wow.
He survived it though.
What was his name?
Phineas Gage.
They called him Lucky Phineas from that day on. Okay. It is 6:19. We're coming back with more of the John and Gordy Show.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you. Pretending you got a silver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know you got
WMDX
92.7 FM. The John and Gordy Family Show
Show.
Special Edition on this Friday the 13th. Just trying to mix it up here for you
Just
not
trying
to be able to imitate me.
Okay.
All right. And that didn't work, see? I'm having some luck today.
You are. Lucky you. Lucky Johnny.
All right. We've got, what do we have? Some candy news? Is that it?
Yeah. Candy news.
Sure.
Yeah. Some history book stuff. Just a couple of leftovers.
Couple more things. We played the Scooby-Doo theme because the original Scooby-Doo series debuted today in 1969.
Ah, okay.
It's weird. Kind of a weird, like a hippie show cartoon for the first time. You know, they traveled around in a van. There was smoking going on in the back.
Yeah.
People dressed in bell bottoms,
Flower
running
people.
around, flower kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of
Weird. And a dog, a great big dog.
I feel like that show greatly shaped my upbringing. I watched Scooby-Doo all the time.
Oh, no
growing up.
kidding. Really?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't watch it. It was.
Well, you
know,
were
I was
like
in high school.
Yeah.
by then. I
Was that a
senior.
VW van that they rode around in, or just
Kind
a
of
regular
looked like
van?
one, maybe, but
All right.
it's odd. Okay. Anything else?
Well, you mentioned candy, John. Today's Milton Hershey's birthday.
Yeah.
Milton.
That's pretty cool.
Milton Hershey, the guy, the chocolate guy,
He was born when?
1857. The real life Willy Wonka. Probably not as wild and extravagant as Mr. Willy Wonka, but
Yeah, or as crazy, or as odd, or as strange as they're portraying him in the movie. But
So did he invent the first candy bar, do you think? Or first chocolate bar?
I don't think
Is
he
that
we don't know.
Well, he popularized milk chocolate. I know that. I don't know if he invented milk chocolate, but
okay?
before that, chocolate wasn't sweet. It was like dark chocolate.
dark chocolate is the best chocolate.
Ah,
And,
that's a hot take. Well, okay, that's not that hot of a take, but I don't like dark chocolate.
Oh, come on.
But milk chocolate,
I like
bad, horrible, terrible for you.
It is
Do not
good.
have milk chocolate. Whatever you do, steer clear.
It's a treat.
of
It's a
milk
Once in a
chocolate.
while.
Yeah, exactly.
No, dark chocolate is a treat. Milk chocolate is evil.
Dark chocolate's good for you.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
Has
And that's the
antioxidants
whole
and
point.
stuff.
You don't
Yeah.
want to water down
It's
the
healthy.
best part.
Right.
The flavonoids that you get in
The
the dark chocolate.
flavonoids.
Do you
They
even know
they
what
played
that...
Woodstock, the flavonoids. They opened for
Yeah, I was
Hendrix.
gonna say, do you even know what that word means?
All right.
I have a story about candy, as a matter
Did
of
you?
fact.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, candy giant Mars plans to acquire Kellanova. And who the hell are they? Well, they're a big maker as well. The recently spun off division is Kellanova from Kellogg's, and they own the brands Eggo, Pringles, Cheez-Its, and Pop-Tarts. Although I have to say, and I'm just going to point this out,
Yeah.
Toastums are much better than Pop-Tarts. All right? Jot that down.
Which one came first?
Pop-Tarts.
Well, Pop-Tarts, I believe did, but
Probably.
boy, Toastums
Really?
just kill.
I don't think I've ever had a Toastum.
They actually have a lot of filling in them. Pop-Tarts cut down on the filling, and it's mostly just crust. That's
Yeah, that's true.
Do they still
a
make
little consumer
Toastums?
tip. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, they got them.
Okay.
And I buy them for the kids.
Kids.
The $36 billion takeover is the most expensive deal so far this year across the economy. It would be the largest packaged food company combination since Kraft and Heinz merged in 2015. And Mars executives say that this deal will improve the choices for consumers.
Of course. That's what they're saying.
And critics
Oh,
say
sure, yeah.
it'll do the opposite. Further concentration will give dominant food companies more resources and bargaining clout to buy prime shelf space and marginalize smaller competitors. Less competition also means more power to raise prices. American grocery shoppers are suffering from high prices and fewer choices on the shelves because of the mergers, which Kamala Harris promises to end.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And
All
I'm
right.
telling you,
Yeah?
this is a big deal.
Is it?
Right here.
How big is it?
If
Big,
you're
big.
worried about high prices,
I am.
buying candy and sweet products is not the thing you should be buying, folks. All right. Anyway, this would transform Mars into a variable global packaged food conglomerate on par with PepsiCo and Unilever, and larger than General Mills, Kraft Heinz, and you know, that
Okay.
would be it.
Those are the big companies.
People like their candy. I guess that makes a big
Suppose so.
company.
They do. That's a
That's
big
it.
company right there.
Okay.
They probably will turn this down.
You think so?
Biden and Harris have been against these big mergers.
Okay.
All right. So,
All right. You know what's trending this morning, John?
what is trending?
Eating pets, eating dogs, eating cats.
Yeah.
Those three little phrases are trending big time. Can you imagine why?
Why is that?
Eating dogs, eating cats, eating pets? Well, it's because of the debate the other night when Trump went just
Do we have that
off
song?
the-
Are you getting that song ready so we can just play any one of those songs?
All of the ones that we played yesterday.
Well, yeah, any one. You can
Yeah.
just slip it in here.
Yeah, those are the new things that are trending.
Yeah.
So
That's
Yeah.
a trending thing.
eating pets, eating
Yeah.
dogs, and eating cats.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
It is happening.
It's trending.
It is.
I mean, it's crazy. If you can jump on that in any way or fashion, we could have a viral video of us, John and Gordy, talking about
Yeah.
eating dogs and cats, eating anything,
we could
eating
we could
pets.
sample us talking about it as well.
Good. but we won't.
But that is trending. That is a big issue that
It
is
is.
out there right now. There are more developments on this. They're really talking about it. They're looking into it. They're investigating it. Coming up next hour, I've got the actual 911 call. This is what prompted it. This is like a couple of days or so before this whole thing hit the fan, right?
Okay.
And this is a 911 call from a guy who was going to work for a job interview, and you could tell he was calling on his way, running or riding his bike or something like that, and he saw people carrying geese. Now, that's coming up next hour. We're going to have that next hour.
Wow, you're just teasing
You're
that
gonna
story,
have to,
huh?
yeah, you're going to have to stick around for that.
Good one.
Because, wow, I really uncovered something there.
He was just walking with a goose.
Four people.
He was carrying it.
They had a goose. Each one had a goose. Here's the thing.
Multiple
And
geese.
the bottom line for next half hour is that no matter how they say it, no matter what they bring as proof,
Yeah.
no one has brought any proof that they're eating pets. Okay, I mean, you can go and get geese
Okay.
when it's not hunting season, and that's
Okay.
breaking the law.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's hunting season and you're, gathering up geese, it's okay. But you're not okay taking somebody's
I've always
pet.
joked about that, just to walk up into a city park and just take a goose home with you.
Yes. I always thought about that too, Although I'd be friends with that goose by the time I got home. And I thought, well, I could.
The goose would become a pet.
Yes, it would.
We're talking geese this morning. If you'd like to chime in, 608-879-8255. It is 6:29. And when we return, Idiocracy on the John and Gordy Show on 92.7 WMDX Madison.
As the 21st century began, human evolution was at a turning point, a dumbing down. With no natural predators to thin the herd, it began to simply reward those who reproduced the most and left the intelligent to become an endangered species.
Idiocracy.
For the smartest guy in the world, you're pretty dumb sometimes.
Who are you talking to?
Hey, we got some real good stories today. Wow.
Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX. It's 6:35.
On a Friday the 13th edition
Yes.
of the Family Show.
Computer, what's the temperature in Madison, Wisconsin?
At the moment, it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, you can expect a high of 85
All right.
degrees.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that's enough,
Thanks.
computer. Well, she
That's
might as well
working out
just
really
take
well
over.
so
Yeah,
far.
Pretty
What?
soon she'll replace us.
If you want me to just cut her mic, tell me.
Oh, okay.
No, because we can still hear on the other mics.
Yeah.
She's kind of loud, you know.
Was it
Intrusive.
too loud?
No, it's fine.
All right.
All right, let's get to our big first story here.
Yeah.
And that is that Trump is going to be making an announcement that he is launching his own cryptocurrency. Could we? Let's play it. Let's play it.
Okay.
Let's play it.
There's no cut number here.
Oh, wait a minute.
All
Please
right.
stand by.
That is
All right.
that is cup 89.
Okay. 89. The big 89.
Join me live on Twitter Spaces at 8 p.m. this September 16th for the launch of World Liberty Financial. We're embracing the future with crypto and leaving the slow and outdated big banks behind.
Do you think? Okay.
What is it called?
That seems like a big. What?
What is the name of it?
I don't know. It's just crypto.
Well, play it again.
He hasn't. I don't think he needs.
Join
it.
me live on Twitter Spaces at 8 p.m. this September 16th for the launch of World Liberty Financial. We're embracing the future with crypto and leaving the
World Liberty Financial. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that is probably the organization backing him up on his cryptocurrency.
Sure.
It seems crazy enough. It seems like a big event, you know, changing the global economy with crypto.
Imagine launching your own crypto company
Yes.
right in the middle of running for president.
Yeah.
Do you think it's for publicity purposes?
And trying to
maybe?
do away with inflation that he has promised.
Right in the middle of Truth Social stock tanking.
Yes. Yeah. His whole company's gone way down. Here.
Well, maybe with crypto,
Yeah.
it wouldn't look so bad. Since
Okay.
no one understands crypto anyway.
Well, it's perfect for him then.
I know. My mega friend in
make it up.
Milwaukee jumped on crypto about 10 years ago, and he just loves it.
Yeah.
He's lost his ass, probably.
Oh well.
Yeah.
It's only money.
It is only money, and, you know, he doesn't have it. So. All right, let's get to cut 62.
Okay.
This is kind of a weird cut. This was a very odd comment from Trump talking about Kamala, and I think it was during the debate. Could we listen to this?
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out, and I'll say that. And then
I'll say
I read
that.
that she was black, and that's okay. Either one was okay with me. That's up to her.
All right, so
Glad it was okay with him.
So you did catch that in the beginning, right?
Yeah. She
She
said
put-
she was
she
not
put
black.
out.
She put out.
She put out. I mean, that's what he said.
Like a public service message or, yeah. She put out.
Well, I would
That she
assume
was
that's
not black.
sex favors. She put out.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, that's something he already mentioned about Hillary and her.
Okay.
And you know, they can't
put out.
succeed without putting out.
Uh-huh.
Let's play
Wow,
that. Let's play
subliminal.
that again. Play the beginning again. I just want to.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out, and I'll say that.
I'll say
And
that. Okay, he knows he said it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not reading into it. Obviously, he knew what he was saying, and he had to even kind of point that out a little bit there. Yeah, that kind of went by everybody.
It did.
While we were
It went
watching
right
it.
past me. I didn't know where you're going.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't surprise me. It's straight out of the playbook of every other misogynist attacking a female politician.
that's it. Well, he's He's the number one on that.
He is number one.
That hit parade.
And then during 9/11, there's a picture of him and his two sons, honoring the 9/11 heroes that we lost.
Mm-hmm.
And the picture shows Trump looking up into the air. Everybody else has bowed their head. That moment of silence that they all celebrated together to honor the heroes. And Trump is looking straight up in the air, and his sons are doing pretty much the same thing. They don't care. They really don't care about anything. I mean, it's not just a coincidence that all three of them weren't bowing their head, weren't taking that moment of silence. They were instead looking around.
Yeah.
Like I do during church service.
Well,
during prayer. I do that during prayer.
Do you?
At church. But not honoring the heroes of 9/11.
What was the last time you were in church? Come on.
I honestly cannot remember that moment in time.
All right.
So I'm done.
I thought you were making that up.
Really?
Yeah.
It was kind of interesting. There was Luis was at the night market last night.
Right.
He's one of our salespeople here at the station, and somebody came up to him, and I forget how their conversation started, but she asked him, "Can I pray for you?" And she's right there on the street, surrounded by all these people, started praying for him and us as a station. And I thought it was hilarious when he told me about it afterward. And I guess I felt gratitude, but it was also just kind of out there. But thank you to that.
I wonder what
person.
prompted her to do that. Was
I'm not
there
sure.
something that Luis said, or?
Well, I'm assuming they were talking a little bit before that. I don't think she just came right up to him. But thank you, wonderful lady who prayed for us last night.
Yeah, what is that? Man.
Okay. We'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, why not?
It's a positive thing. Just trying to help us, I guess.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. This is. What is that? What? Something fly by?
Yeah.
Squirrel.
This portion of the show is brought to you by
Verlo Mattress of Madison. Sleep better and dream bigger on a handcrafted Verlo mattress. Available on Madison's east and west sides or online at verlo.com.
Thank you, Sam.
Now, I thought this was interesting, only because we're constantly fed Russian misinformation and propaganda.
Yes, we are.
And because it's happening all over again, and the U.S. government is certainly investigating it, they actually have proof of all this, and they've nailed down the people who are taking payments from Russia. These are influencers on the right. So that's happening. But Russian TV itself is laughing at the U.S. because they believe that we're all suckers here for falling for the idea that Putin will endorse Kamala Harris.
Oh.
Remember he came out and endorsed Kamala?
Right. Yeah.
And Trump mentioned it.
Uh-huh.
And these TV hosts in Russia are laughing at it, saying, really? You guys, you believe him?
That? Yeah.
Obviously. Russian state propagandists laughed at Americans who buy into Putin's phony endorsement of Kamala. And that is the story. And it just keeps getting worse and worse for these people, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
God.
Putin just overnight or yesterday warned NATO to get out of Russia.
Yeah.
Because it's starting to come over, the Ukrainians are starting to attack a little bit more and going further into Russian territory. And Putin doesn't like that.
That's right.
He's warning NATO, get out. Yeah. So it's heating up.
It is heating up. All right.
Sovereignty for me, but not for thee.
Oh, Sam.
And now I didn't know this, but I forgot to mention it. But during the game, the Badger game
last weekend,
a plane went over. Did you see a banner? Or did you hear about this?
I heard about it.
The
saw
Democratic
a plane
National Committee sponsored banners pulled by small airplanes that flew over Camp Randall, spotlighting Project 2025.
I saw it by my house, but I couldn't read it from the angle that I was at.
Yeah.
So that was what that was, huh?
Yep, that's all. That's what it was all about.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, let's get to Let's get to this. This is really this is a comment from Joe Biden. Now, we don't talk about Biden enough anymore.
No, we don't.
He's still president, from what I hear. Although, Trump seems to be acting like a president at this point. He controls the country. But anyway, he had a very positive thing to say. In fact, the crowd went crazy as he was speaking. So let's listen to cut 51. All right, 51.
Let me close with this. I know I look 40 years old. I'm a little bit older. Hopefully with age comes a little wisdom. And here's what I know. I know how to tell the truth. I know right from wrong. I know how, and I've demonstrated how to do this job. And I know Americans want a president, not a dictator.
That's it. All right, Joe.
People are going crazy for that. And,
I
you can hear the crowd. You can hear the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
They are all energized with Kamala and Walz. They are absolutely going crazy. And we've got a few crowd reactions coming up a little bit later on with regards to that as well. I want you to do a little search for Rudy Giuliani's attorney. This is cut 174, probably from last month. And a judge was listening to Giuliani's attorney, and the attorney was trying to make his case that this whole case is just ridiculous. It's the attorney on the other side is a Democrat. You know what? And that didn't go over well with the judge. So, do you have that?
I think I have.
All right, let's play it.
The way I see it, Your Honor, is Mr. Giuliani, everything he does is legal, legal, legal. They're trying to weave it together. This is a prosecution brought by a Democrat prosecutor. And they're trying to weave it together to manufacture a crime when there really is no crime here.
If this was brought by a Republican prosecutor, would it be any more valid or less valid? I don't know why that should matter to me.
Well, I think
what party.
I think a lot of people think that. Another way to think about it is this.
A lot of people think a lot of things. I'm asking, you
Yeah.
made the comment, this was a prosecution brought by a Democratic prosecutor.
Right, against Republicans.
I'm just asking, should that matter? Should that be part of my analysis here? Other than, now, when we get into the anti-SLAPP part, I understand that's going to come up, but on this issue here, and I'm focused on this issue that you're joining on.
Yes.
Why is that relevant to me?
Well, Your Honor, I think we're all thinking people here.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
if the
we
roles
are.
were reversed, if the defendants were actually Democrats, would the Democrat prosecutor have brought charges against them? I think that
What,
it's
you think?
hard to believe that would actually happen. But there is a comment that was
I
made.
thought there have been Republicans prosecuted by Republicans. There's been Democrats prosecuted by Democrats. I thought we were all Americans and not defined. We don't act based on when we deal with the law. I mean, that's like the nonsense that goes on about the lead comment in the media these days seems to be, who appointed you?
Right.
I was appointed by a Democrat and I was a Republican when I got appointed by a Democrat. What bearing does that have on anything? And I'm just trying to leave the noise outside the courtroom and let the law rule the courtroom.
Wow.
Good
for the judge.
Wasn't that something?
Yeah.
That's really what should be done every time. Is not just not mention it and move on to the next subject, but really just beat that thing to death and really just drive your point home. And that judge did not let it go, kept going with it, and I think he made a very good point.
Yeah. That was excellent.
Yeah. That was
good.
A great moment in time and space. And I'm glad we were able to feature it here on Idiocracy.
That's it. Yes, the Friday the 13th edition.
This could only happen in Giuliani's case.
Where is Rudy now?
Yeah, I know. Who cares, right?
Not in the media world.
No.
Not on the radar.
Facing bankruptcy.
Yeah. 6:49. Partly cloudy this morning. Highs in the mid-80s. We're coming back with a story about Trump signing an American flag on the John and Gordy Show.
What's my number? Okay. Easy way to clean your throat out.
That's it.
WMDX 92.7 and the John and Gordy Friday the 13th edition of the Family Show. And we've got some interesting stuff here. I just thought I'd throw this out here. Trump was taped, recorded, signing an American flag because now he's made that his own, okay? And that does violate the flag codes.
The U.S. flag code.
Yeah.
That's right. According to this account, this clip that was posted on X by Patriot takes an account that describes itself as promoting dedicated research monitoring and exposing right-wing extremism and other threats to democracy. So they noted that the former president can be seen writing on what appears to be his signature with a big black marker. You know, he likes those big, thick black markers.
Right.
Well, he was signing an American flag, signing his name to that. Around the table, a number of members of the public were standing, holding the flag down as Trump scribbles, along one of the white stripes. So that does, that's against the U.S. flag code. You're not supposed to do that.
There are no codes, no laws that keep this guy in.
According to Section 8 of the U.S. flag code, quote, the flag should never be placed upon it or nor have any part of it nor attached to any mark or insignia or letter, word, figure, design, picture, or drawing of any nature.
Right.
That's it.
And it's okay. It's okay. He's
Why
made.
is it okay for him?
He's very identifiable with flags now.
Not supposed to sign
he
the flag.
He hugged the flag.
Should have been arrested.
He should have been arrested when he hugged the flag.
Well, yeah. Yeah, they got a
made
picture
love
of
to it, basically. Yikes. All right. But,
weird.
it's a video, and obviously it doesn't go over well on radio. So, anyway, you just have to take our word for it. He did sign that flag.
Yeah.
All right. Now, with a slogan like Make America Great Again, they're insinuating that it isn't great. That's what they've told us that. Yeah. And I always thought that was a very strange way of running for president. Make America great again? Really? You don't really have too much faith in the U.S. economic system or the people of the U.S.? I don't know. It just seems kind of an odd slogan and a negative one at that. So J.D. Vance on CNBC said that because of immigration, it is destroying prosperity in the U.S. And let's listen to what he said about America in this.
If the path to prosperity was flooding your nation with low-wage immigrants, then Springfield, Ohio would be the most prosperous country and the most prosperous city in the world. America would be the most prosperous country in the world because Kamala Harris has flooded the country with 25 million legal aliens.
All right.
What's actually...
So really, you just heard that, right?
Right.
America would be the most prosperous country in the world if immigration made a difference. I'm assuming that he's thinking it isn't. It's not prosperous?
That's the assumption.
That's exactly how he framed it. That's exactly what he said. And I just have to kind of correct him here. Wages and salaries have increased 4.1% in the last 12 months. Yeah, I'm not kidding. In June of 2024, an increase, by the way, 4.6% in June of 2023. Now, data from November of 2023 show that 57% of workers' wages grew on an annual basis more quickly than inflation did. So we're doing well. We're doing better than I think every country. I believe we have recovered, and we've done better than any other industrialized country in the world. But according to J.D. Vance, if immigration was the indicator, we would be the most prosperous country in the world. We're not.
Wow.
We're just not.
Really?
It just doesn't work for J.D. And how about this? We know that Trump really hates those big turbines, those wind turbines,
right?
Because it kills a lot of birds.
Yeah, they're not good for the birds, and they cause vibration underneath.
So
all
Trump,
kinds of problems.
Trump Tower,
is
a public nuisance that's threatened the Chicago River with its cooling water intake system that illegally sucked in and killed thousands of fish over a number of years. The judge ruled this week. A Cook County Circuit judge agreed with Attorney General in Illinois and the Sierra Club and Friends of Chicago River that Trump Tower violated state environmental laws protecting the Chicago River by using that intake, which sucked in all these fish.
Yeah, it's right.
Killed them.
Trump Tower's right on the Chicago River there.
It
I mean,
is.
it's right next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a court has determined, they violated environmental laws. No kidding. Really? You think?
What a shock.
Maybe he'll go to jail for this one, too. We've got Mark on the line.
Yep. He's on the line this morning. Good morning, Mark. What do you got?
Hey, does JD actually mean juvenile douche or junior dumbass? JD.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I got.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, well, I think that says it all. For this guy to actually insinuate that we're not a prosperous country is just out there.
Right.
And, these guys are running to be in control of this country.
Yes.
It's not working. It's not working at all.
Yeah.
All right, and...
Mark, thank you for that call.
I was trying to find a clip about your fish story. And I think I got it here from the original Lorax cartoon about all of the fish getting sucked into the building.
Machinery chugs on day and night without stop, making gluppity glup and also sloppity slop. Slop, slop, slop.
This is Trump dumping all of his goodies from Trump Tower into the Chicago River.
Slop, slop.
Yeah, that's it.
My.
Dr. Seuss knew.
Oh,
way
yes.
ahead of time.
I love the Lorax.
Yeah, that's great.
Good.
That's great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to mention that next hour we've got our big feature is going to feature the pets being eaten in Ohio. Okay, I mean we've got to focus. We got to kind of clear this up finally once and for all. It's a 911 call. I've got part of that to play for you. We've got a reaction to the crowds that were watching the debate and the moment where Trump mentioned eating people's pets.
Yeah.
We've also got Byron Donaldson. He's a representative. His reaction to being asked about it. And, it's just, there's just so much. And then, of course, the Trump concepts comment during the debate as well. So we got a lot of stuff.
Got all that. Also, we have Ramona Hallman, a guest from Celebration Sock. She's going to tell us about that. And, of course, Rökker coming up, too. It's all coming up on the John and Gordy Show, 92.7 WMDX, Madison.
Gordy in the morning. As we were saying, let the sun shine. It's the John and Gordy Show. It's a beautiful morning.
First of all, you guys put on a good show, and I think that goes without saying.
I love your show. I listen all the time.
You have a pretty fun show. I listen to it most of the time, you know. Keep up the good work.
No, it's disgusting. It's a ploy.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Yeah.
God, it's all toilet sounds.
Good morning, John and Gordy.
Good morning, John and Gordy.
Good morning, John and Gordy.
Thank you.
It's WMDX 92.7 FM, the special Friday the 13th edition of the Family Show today.
It is 7:06, and it's going to be a beautiful day for Friday the 13th, starting out in the upper 50s. We're going to get into the mid-80s again, and this portion of the John and Gordy Show is brought to you by
Verlo Mattress of Madison. Sleep better and dream bigger on a handcrafted Verlo mattress, available on Madison's east and west sides or online at verlo.com.
Why don't we just get the computer to do that for us?
That's a great idea, John.
We should do that. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
We can kind of phase you out. All right.
You're trying to put me out of the job?
No, not
Don't
you.
like his...
Gordy doesn't have to say anything anymore. I mean, we've got the computer telling us the weather, and now
right.
Verlo.
So you're trying to get rid
Sam's
of me.
job.
Oh, so it's going to be Peterson at large. I
Wow.
can just see it coming.
I believe that's what they call delegating authority.
Is that
That's it. That's
or
exactly it.
downsizing me out the door?
Terry Bell is in the studio, and we're going to talk about the big story.
Yeah, police are looking into what appears to be, if you read between the lines, some missing money from the Goodman Community Center on the east side. That is...
Hang on a second,
So
Terry.
that's okay.
Are you okay?
We'll sidebar
You need
here.
Heimlich? Give me the sign. You need the Heimlich?
Not yet.
Okay.
Wow, that was a rush of coffee I'm not used to.
Went down the wrong pipe?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
start over, Terry.
Yeah, okay.
So there's missing money at the Goodman
It
Center?
would seem to be. Police are investigating what reports are calling financial improprieties. It sounds like there's missing money. Some internal changes have been made, although neither police nor the community center are saying much to reporters right now. But that appears to be the case.
Okay, so we'll just have to wait and see on that one.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
That's not good news. They have funded a lot of things in this.
they've
Yeah,
done a lot of
everything
good things to
from
the
adult
community.
adult exercise classes to child care to food pantry.
The pool, everything.
They've been around for like more than 50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really unfortunate here. I hope it doesn't have any kind of impact on what they have been able to do so far.
That's the concern.
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
All right,
Terry.
Okay.
Thank you, Terry.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Have a good weekend.
You
too.
All right. We'll see you.
I'm trying to get my.
You're gonna be all
You
right.
know, you can't. You can't snort coffee. I found that out.
See, now you need me to talk. All right.
See, now I need you
See,
here.
see what happened to you there? A little karma.
Yeah, it
Hit you
is.
right in the throat.
Bad karma. Doesn't work.
Okay.
All right, why don't we get into eating dogs again? Okay, let's.
Eating dogs, eating
There it
cats,
is.
eating
Yeah,
pets.
This is the big story for
That's
John
what's
and Gordy.
happening. Yes.
All right.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
Let's get into it.
Music.
Music.
Well, we're gonna play
What music do you want?
Well, I thought we set it up right. The long cut that I put together, the song, the dogs.
The dogs song.
Yeah.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
Dance to it.
I know I'm having a problem with it too. Okay. This whole eating your pets thing is absolutely destroying Springfield, Ohio.
Is it?
It hit the nation, and they're not letting go of this whole fiasco. They're doubling down, tripling down. They are not letting go, and Springfield is having a very difficult time dealing with this. There are bomb threats, of course. The community is in dire straits at this point because the Haitian community itself, the families are staying in their homes. The kids are not able to go out. They can't go out because of harassment in that town. So it's really, this is what can happen. This is how the mega movement can turn on an entire city by just forcing this down everybody's throat. And Don Jr. was out there talking about how right they are about people's pets being eaten by Haitian immigrants. Let's hear this cut 87.
Donald Trump Jr. joins us. Don, they're eating their cats. They're eating the dogs. Welcome back to the program.
Charlie, I thought this was a conspiracy theory. And like all conspiracy theories, it turns out to be true. Watching the media gaslight the American public, lie to the American public like they do all so often these days, was truly disgusting. And then, the stories come forth, and then they find something from August 26th, like 2 weeks before this was ever a story, before it was a thing, before the media said it's a creation, the right wing is making it up, and there's a 911 call. There's 4 Haitian migrants eating the geese in the park. I mean, you can't make it up anymore. But Charlie, what's truly sick about what's going on in Springfield and in neighboring Lima, and I'm sure it'll spill over into other parts of Pennsylvania in the not too distant future, is that it took that kind of story someone was eating a cat and or pet to garner attention to an issue where there's literally dozens of videos of citizens begging, the town council to fix some of the problem.
Oh, well, I'm sure glad they brought some attention to it. People are, stranded now and locked in their homes.
Yeah.
That's always a good way to deal with these situations. Now, they're just simply talking about Haitian immigrants in their town. That's all they're talking about. And the city is dealing with it in the way that a city would deal with it. We don't need this extra little, they're eating our pets situation. But you're wondering about that 911 call, right?
Yeah.
This was released from the Federalist Society, the right-wing crazy group out there, and you can believe anything that they release. The police audio, this is actually the police audio report, confirmed that Haitian immigrants were grabbing up geese in a park, okay? And let's play this. It's cut 88.
Clark County Communications.
Yes, ma'am. I got a question. This is a non-emergency line, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm sitting here. I'm riding on the trail going to my orientation for my job today. And I see a group of Haitian people. There was about 4 of them. They all had geese in their hand. They got away. I couldn't make out the first 3 of the license plate, but I got the numbers. The last numbers was 9898, and it was a gray Toyota Tacoma they took off on.
All right. So that is just part of the call. He just went on and on and on. Of course, he knew they were Haitians.
Because
I don't know.
Did they have signs
I
saying
think they
we're
might
Haitians?
Have. Yeah,
What?
I think so. Yeah, all Haitians have tattoos on their arms saying we're Haitians.
Okay.
And of course, that is the call that they're holding on to the geese. Now, you heard Don Jr. mention that they were eating the geese. Right? They were in the park eating them.
Yeah.
But here, it was just that they had
holding.
geese in their hands. Yeah. So they investigated this, and they had the last 4 numbers, and they looked up everybody they could. They found nothing. Absolutely no proof whatsoever, anything, no confirmation. They're not eating pets. Again, this
Here we go.
This has something to do with geese, maybe hunting when it's not hunting season. You can go on and hunt geese if you wanted to during hunting season, but maybe that's all this really is. It has nothing to do with eating dogs and cats and people's pets in Springfield, Ohio.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we should just kind of clean this up a little bit.
It is 7:15. Our number here is 608-879-8255. You can call us and connect in, and that's what Dick is doing this morning. He's on the line this morning. Good morning, Dick.
They won't be happy until they cause a problem like January 6th. Then they'll just walk away from it and say, oh, we had nothing to do with it. Correct? I mean, that's the way they operate. I used to work with a guy, we used to call him years back, crisis management. He'd create a crisis and then he'd try and manage it.
Yeah.
And that's basically what these guys are all about, right from the top.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
It
and
is.
then this right-wing hack that he's traveling with, you heard the latest now there. she's alleging that Harris had a special earring, so she was getting all the questions first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. I saw that report, and all we, if we spent all our time going down every rabbit hole that these people create for us, and I don't even want to. I decided not even to cover this story because it was just so ridiculous and stupid. I guess that's why we do cover these stories
sometimes.
But I decided this one did not warrant the coverage at this point. But I'm glad you brought it up, Dick, because this is how petty these people are. They have nothing else to pick on.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also insinuating that she is a woman and can't think for herself and needs to mansplain in her ear about how to answer questions. It is so insulting. It is beyond. I can't wrap my head around it.
Why would you need all the excuses if you won so decisively?
Yeah, that's right.
That's it too. Right.
All right, Dick, thank you very much. I also want to get to the reactions from other people. There was a crowd of people watching this, and they were watching the debate, and they watched Trump make that comment.
Right.
And so let's get to that particular cut, the crowd's reaction.
Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that come in. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was fantastic. I had a cut that I must have lost someplace. As you know, I always lose these cuts. But there was a bar, and they had the debate up on the screen, and everybody just roared when he mentioned that. Let's get to Byron Donalds.
Okay.
He's a representative, and he was asked about this. Let's play.
We've only got a minute. Do you want to? I don't think we got time for it, John.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll hold on to that.
All right, we will.
Also, we're going to find out about Celebrate Sock coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Yep.
And, of course, Rökker will be joining us at the half hour, and he's got the music here for Max Inc. for the weekend.
Yeah, we're playing play some local music. That's what this whole program is about. We love Wisconsin music and the musicians here in town.
Yep.
And we want to play their stuff.
Yes. And Rökker will be in as he usually is here on a Friday. It's the Friday the 13th edition of the John and Gordy Show on 92.7 WMDX.
Morning. Let me turn the mics back on.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi, Ramona. And who do we have? Is it Marcy?
Marcy, yes.
Marcy and Ramona. You're going to tell us about Celebrate Sock, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Right. We will save our questions. We're coming back here in just less than a minute.
Yeah.
And we'll get going on this. So great to have you with us this morning.
Marcy and Ramona.
Yep.
All right. There was a Michael Nesmith song called Sunset Sam.
Okay.
And there were two women in a roller skating, and I think they had something like Marcy and Ramona.
Are you kidding?
Marcy and Ramona and Sunset Sam were I don't know if it was Marcy, though. I think it was Ramona.
Are you saying we should have shown up with roller skates on today?
Yeah, that's
right. Like, I need to go get my skates.
I wish I had known.
WMDX 92.7, the Friday the 13th edition of the John and Gordy Family Show, and a good morning to you. Things are clearing up.
Yeah, we're seeing some sunshine this morning, highs around 85. Right now it's 59 degrees, 20 minutes past the hour. Time for us to welcome in a couple of guests to the John and Gordy Show this morning. We have Marcy and Ramona from Celebrate Sock, and we're going to find out just what that is this morning. Good morning to both of you.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Or what can we expect at Celebrate Sock this year?
This is happening in Baraboo in a couple of weeks, right?
Yes, it is happening Saturday, September 28th from 9:30 to 2 p.m. in Baraboo downtown. And Celebrate Sock, we are super, super excited because this is a space where we're giving space and voice to culture that is not traditionally given the microphone or the stage or recognition. And so what we're doing here is saying that everybody is welcome. And what we do is we have culture, we bring the community together. There's food, live music, dancing, and we just really have a great time. And even this year, we're doing something because it is Celebrate Sock, and our tagline is a passport to culture, right? And so we're going to have passports for people to walk around and to visit with our vendors. So we're super excited.
Yeah.
So this is taking place in downtown Baraboo, right around the beautiful courthouse square there. And I lived in Baraboo for a number of years. It's just a natural place to do this kind of event, and they have a lot of events there, of course. But this one seems special because you're going to have all different kinds of music and cultural things happening. So, Marcy, tell us about some of the events that will be happening that day.
Well, we start off at 10 with Angelica Gallegos, and she's going to teach anyone who's interested salsa dancing. At 10:30, Magic Rob is going to do a magic performance, and he's pretty wonderful. He gets all the kids involved, and then he'll stick around for a while, walking through the crowd. Continuing on with his magic, at 11, our friend Kaylani Jones is going to demonstrate a Hawaiian dance as well as teach some dancing. At 11:30, we have Dr. Demira Grady, who's the Vice President of Equity, Inclusion, and Community Relations at Madison College, and she's going to share her story. Another thing we like to celebrate is people's stories. Everyone has a unique story, and we love hearing them. At noon, Angela Puerta Music is going to perform, and if you haven't heard her perform, she performs all over Madison. She really gets the crowd going. Her music is wonderful. And at 1, we have Ho-Chunk Dancing by Tribalized Entertainment.
So that's quite the lineup of dance and music and some food. And you also have some special things for the kids, I understand. Yeah. Some that the local library there, the Carnegie Shadi Memorial Public Library, which, by the way, is a beautiful library. They expanded it over the last couple of years.
Looks like Gordy picked the wrong year to move out of Baraboo.
Yeah, I think he should come back.
Yeah, oh, really? But the library's doing something with multicultural books for children, right?
Yes, they did this last year, and they gave away free multicultural books for children, and they're doing that again this year.
Excellent.
Well, I'm glad to see something like this happening. I mean, there's been a lot of controversy out there in Baraboo recently, in the last couple of years anyway. So maybe this will help bring the community together and highlight some of the strengths of having diversity in the area, right?
Absolutely. That is something that we are super excited about, because just like you said, it's so many things that is negative that's put out there. But this event is something that has been cultivated to say, look, let us all come together in love. Let us be able to express joy, enjoy each other, and know that we are a great community.
And I know you have a number of sponsors and some other activities here that will be happening. You've got a website here, baraboocoalition.org. Is that the main website to find out more information? You also have a Facebook page, too.
Yes, both. We have a Facebook page and a website, barabooxcoalition.org.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, Marcy and Ramona, we appreciate you being with us this morning. And good luck with the event. Again, it's happening Saturday, September 28th. We got that right?
Yes.
What time does it kick off?
So the dancing kicks off at 10, but the event starts at 9:30. 9:30. Get there early so that y'all can see us and we can say hello.
Yes, absolutely. And check out Baraboo as well.
Yes.
Yes.
wanted to add
And
something, Marcy? Go
also,
ahead.
it's the last day of our local farmers market that's going on. So you can celebrate and get your vegetables for the week.
All right. Sounds good. Excellent.
All right. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, Ramona. Celebrate Sauk, September 28th
right.
in downtown Baraboo. Thanks for being with us today. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Good
Thank
enough.
you. Let's get to something like this is really, really good, great stuff. This is Kamala taking a little jab at Trump at a recent rally.
Yeah?
I think the rally was yesterday, and she is talking about concepts. Well, so why don't we talk about concepts? Cut 91.
Okay.
And North Carolina, on top of all of this, Donald Trump intends to end the Affordable Care Act. And as Stacey mentioned, you heard what he said in the debate. He has no plan to replace it. He said, concepts of a plan. Oh, you all watched the debate.
Kind of touched the nerve there.
Concepts. No actual plan, concepts.
He is concepts.
And understand what's at stake on that. 45 million Americans are insured through the Affordable Care Act.
All right, okay.
And he's
We've got
going
the
to end
concepts
it.
idea, and then Waltz also had something to say about this. This is cut 92. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Waltz.
I would have a health care plan on day one. That was 9 years ago. But look, it's progress, apparently. He has the concepts of a plan. I taught high school for 20 years. Every one of my kids, every one of my kids had a better excuse for not doing their work than that. They never told me they had a concept of the plan. So
Okay. All right, that's fantastic stuff. And how much time do we have? Do we have
just a minute?
Just a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got so many more things to touch on. We'll start those up on Monday.
Yes, we will. And, of course, Rökker is in the house. Good morning, Rökker. Good to have you here,
Guys.
man. Yeah.
Hey.
He's getting all set here to give us the Max Inc. preview. Lots of great local music happening on the station over the weekend.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to all of that. And this portion of the John and Gordy Show is brought to you by
Verlo Mattress of Madison. Sleep better and dream bigger on a handcrafted Verlo mattress. Available on Madison's east and west sides or online at verlo.com.
Well done, Sam.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you. All right, we will be back with Rökker on the John and Gordy Show for this Friday the 13th edition, right here on 92.7 WMDX Madison.
John and Gordy Show. John and Gordy in the morning. As we were saying. Let the sun shine. It's the John and Gordy Show.
This is Rock and Roll Radio.
Just let me hear some of that rock and roll music. Won't you love me like a rock? Rock you like a hurricane. Hot funk, cool punk, even if it's old junk, it's still rock and roll to me.
It's not rock and roll.
You want to take that? You want to take that part out, don't you?
You know, he can say he's singing rock and roll, but he ain't.
Well, it's we're playing rock stuff because Rökker's here.
Rökker's here.
92.7 WMDX. It's Friday morning, Friday the 13th.
Max Inc. Radio.
Yeah, it's happening.
We're talking about local music, statewide local bands and their stuff, their production, and we're listening to that. I love it. I love it all. Love the stuff you bring in, especially the Americana.
Yeah. Good to have you here. We're talking smash burgers here during the break.
Oh,
now we're all real hungry here.
I'm really anxious to make some smash burgers.
You know,
you got the technique.
You can get a tabletop Blackstone griddle. That's what you really need, right?
Yeah.
And when you smash those babies down, they're amazing.
That's the way to do it.
Well, the whole thing here is that, Culver's is a smash burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a fantastic burger. That's what makes Culver's so great. Their burgers.
Well, and when you make patties, right, it never gets like paper thin like Culver's, right? You have to smash them.
Yeah, you really do.
I smash them into onions with a little bit of Dijon mustard, pepper jack cheese.
Then what?
And it's a double burger. So, which double ace. So it's a quarter-pound burger, but you'd be surprised how filling those are.
Well, how much
compared
flavor,
to getting a big half-pound burger.
How much flavor you have, because you were talking about the fact that you caramelize the outside of the meat.
Yeah, it's actually another word for it. I forget what it is when meat like browns like that. It's like a the searing.
Yeah,
and once you get that like real sear on it, that's what you're looking. And it has to be above 500. Like it's crazy when you're searing these things.
I did not know. It has to be that hot.
As hot as you can get it.
No kidding.
Yeah, same with anything, steaks, right? You're doing steaks on the Blackstone, you need to have it as high as you possibly can.
I was watching a video. They had how they make these burgers at Culver's.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I didn't know it. They had a ball, and then they smash it down with a spatula. And then that's how they make them. It's as simple as that.
See, now my smasher is even heavy. Yeah. So when you smash it down, you leave it on top of it for 10, 15 seconds to really make sure that it gets that sear.
Now I have a Gen Air range, and they have all these different tops that you can order, and one is a griddle.
Oh yeah.
And I should probably now get that.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
And for all the healthy people out there, chicken fried rice. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So back to the smash burger. You put the thing on, and how long do you leave it on there? Before you
10
flip
seconds before you flip it. Not much, a minute or two.
Because it's pretty thin. You're talking about an eighth burger.
They go fast.
Eighth-pound burger.
Yeah, they're very thin, so they go fast.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get on to what we're here for. Rock.
Oh,
tell
boy.
us.
All right.
Tell us what's happening.
This weekend on Max Inc. Radio, Saturday, September 14th, we are on from 6 p.m. to midnight.
Yes.
We'll be spinning lots of local Wisconsin-made music and, of course, Alive in the Lair. We'll have Brattoberfest organizer Michael Alexander. He books the bands for Bratfest, and they're having a second Bratfest coming up next week. Brattoberfest, and we'll hear all about that. And that's at the Crystal Grand Theater in Wisconsin Dells. And then Tom Castle, he's going to be here, and we're actually going to listen to a little song here. Tom Castle has been a singer and a folk musician for decades, traveling the world, collecting and performing maritime songs and stories, and captaining sailing ships on the Great Lakes. And these days, Tom lives in Madison, and his passions are even more diverse and include a recording of original songs based mostly on traditional fiddle songs. So he also works on all these schooners and giving tours and stuff, right? He was a ship's captain for a long time. Yeah. So he's got all these like mariner songs, like Popeye songs, I guess. I don't know what you'd call them.
That's great. Popeye genre, the Popeye genre.
The Popeye genre, songs you only hear on a ship. So it's pretty fun, and he's a great guy. We had him on a couple of years ago, and he just has a lot of great stories. He traveled the world on boats. But the funny thing was there was this album Cheddar Revolution that happened back during the protest a couple years back, and he wrote this song. And oddly enough, right, The Onion is coming back in print. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, we
just
did.
reported on it.
Well, you know who's got a subscription to the paper version of The Onion? Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sam, boy, I could tell you about The Onion. When I first came to school here in 1986, when they first started in Uncle Jim's basement, right? Pizza.
Yeah.
And, that was the funniest paper. And, and of course, it grew and grew and grew and became the
that
behemoth
does it.
it
We're
is.
going to get some old John and Gordy Media World from Cable Access. We interviewed a couple of the writers from The Onion.
Way back when it first started.
We grilled them about some of their headlines to get the bottom of those stories.
Who is that Vincent guy, that publisher? Is he real?
Who's Grass Boy? How did you discover him?
My wife liked all the soap opera. They would have the soap opera recaps in there.
Sure.
The woman who was shaving her armpits on the cover. I mean,
That's right. Yeah.
There was a lot of good things from The Onion. And back then, really, it was just a coupon paper, right?
Yeah.
You would clip off the bottom of the paper. Each page would have all the coupons, and you would just basically clip it away, and the rest was like throwaway. It was basically all for the coupons.
I forgot about that. They really
the rest
did
was
sell
like
a lot of coupons.
The rest just wasn't true, right? And then I remember, always seeing people who would maybe come here, not for because when it was in Madison,
local,
right?
local,
It wasn't around, so people would come into Madison, they'd see these just crazy headlines, and be like, "Oh my gosh!" It was the origin of like serious disinformation.
Tasteless tabloids. It was perfect.
So anyway, to that point, Tom Castle wrote a song, and he called it "The Onion."
All right,
let's hear. This is Tom Castle.
So take a tip from me, I'm sure you will agree. Don't place your bet on news from the net or Al Jazeera. The Onion is by far more fair than NPR or the BBC or UNE or pundits at our bar. 'Cause you can't fool me, I'm sticking to the Onion. I'm sticking to the Onion. I'm sticking to the Onion. Oh, you can't fool me, I'm sticking to the Onion. I'm sticking to the Onion for all my news.
Excellent. That is great. We have to flag that just in case we start an Onion feature on this program.
The same thing. Here we go.
They're making a comeback. Yeah, Tom Castle. Going to be a lot of fun tomorrow night here. A lot of fun stories and a lot of
great
weird
stuff.
songs you never heard. That's for sure.
Okay.
Hey, let's premiere some brand new music right here on the John and Gordy Show.
Okay.
Bing Bong released their first album, Pop Restoration, in 2018, and during the pandemic, their second album, Live from the Dojo, an album born of live streaming sessions, and now their third album is being released in November. Formerly of the Motor Primitives, guitarist, singer, and songwriter Pam Barrett and her husband purchased the Harmony Bar a few years back, and they continue to provide a premier live music venue in Madison on Atwood Avenue. Bing Bong performs tonight, September 13th, at the Harmony Bar with Sunspot. That's at 9 p.m. September 28th, they're going to be at the Delta Beer Lab at 4 p.m. with German art students and Max Capacity and the Sellouts. And then they're having their album release party at the Burr Oak on Winnebago on November 21st at 7 p.m. You can always get more information at bingbongband.com.
That's great.
Follow the bouncing ball.
You got to like that. I didn't know that Delta had an area where they could have bands in the bar.
Well, you never know. Like, go to Mickey sometime. You're like, where do they put bands in here?
That's right.
Right by the door.
All right.
Okay.
Well, hey, let's hear some brand new Bing Bong off their upcoming album. This song is called Clear Blue Sky. This is premiering on the John and Gordy Show.
This is clear blue skies. Calm seas stretching out ahead. On a distant shore, she's waiting. With eyes of green and hair of red.
they're fun. And they got a little bit of a folky Americana
do.
feel
Yes, they
built
do.
into their kind of rock.
Yeah.
They're a little bit of a fusion of that. And remember, they're playing tonight at the Harmony Bar with Sunspot.
Excellent.
Got it.
Hey, let's move on to Automatic Lover. We've heard about them before right here on this show, and they're still a brand new band, so we're trying to let people know who they are. Automatic Lover with Play Machine. That features Joey B. Banks on drums. It's kind of EDM with Joey.
Yeah.
Be pretty crazy. That all happens tonight, Friday, September 13th at 8 p.m. at the Cafe Coda on Willie Street. Automatic Lover, they weave together anything from trap beats to soca, garage punk to samba, Afrobeat, and heavy disco even. They're an 8-piece band. They've grown. And Uriel Lopez Rodriguez, he's on the vocals. Matthew Reef on keys, Shannon Galligan on guitar, Brett Farry on bass, and Joey B. Banks on drums. But it also includes Nick Bartell on sax, Jamie Kember on trombone from The Big Payback, Mike Bowman on trumpet. They're all from Smoking with Superman, Little Earthquakes, Big Payback, Steely Dan. It's
What a
really an
lineup.
all-star band, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Let's listen to another little piece of Sick Love. This is their latest release. This is Automatic Lover on the John and Gordy Show.
Tell me that you're great, man, that you wish you had, man, that I am the biggest thing in your whole world. Porfa, no te vayas, luego tú me extrañas. De tu vuelo soy tu cielo, soy tu sol. Somos un poema que se escribe con un siempre sin medir, sin razón como jugar. Somos la aventura y se repite cual dementes inconscientes. ¿Dónde va a parar? Tell me that you want me, tell me that you need me. Codependently we're talking about love. Dije que te encanto, que lloras por mi tanto.
I love that band. Yeah, big sound. It's
tight band.
It's amazing that stuff is coming out, right here in Madison.
Yes.
They'll be playing tonight, September 13th, 8 p.m. at the Cafe Coda over on Willie Street. Hey, let's talk about something I know you guys are talking about getting in health and fit, exercising, right? Beer for Miles run.
That's top of my list.
It's coming up at the Barley Pop Tap and Shop on Atwood Avenue, Wednesday, September 25th. It's actually every other Wednesday, so you can get into a habit. You have to earn these beers before you enjoy the beers. So join up for Beer for Miles. It's a fun. So what they do is they run. You either choose a 5K route or a 10K route. You run the routes, and then you get back to the tap, and it's $1 off tap. So you get $1
start
off.
drinking. Okay.
Right?
Good.
Burn off the calories before you take them on. It's a brand new concept. More information at Barley Top Tap and Shop.
It is a new concept.
I like it. Okay. That's great.
Oh, man.
I was hoping you would be able to run with the beer. That's what would make it better.
Why not?
Oh, I remember these one guys. They used to have a 0.2K. You would just walk from one bar down the street to the other, right?
I like it.
I like that. Now, that'd be a hit for me. How many miles is
0.2?
0.2?
5,000 K or whatever.
It's pretty much like 2 city blocks.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm thinking 30,000 miles.
Do we still have time for one more here?
All right.
The periodicals, they are coming to the High Noon Saloon with the Earthling and Doses. That's tonight, Friday, September 13th at 8
a lot of
p.m.
stuff happening tonight.
There is. And the periodicals from Madison and Milwaukee, they merge Northern Soul, classic R&B, and alternative rock. Formed in 2013, the periodicals are British-American, Wisconsin-based 10-piece band, right? Horns, keyboards, guitars, violin. Let's get a song in here before the break. This is I Can't Stop. It's the Periodicals.
Thinking for a long minute, looking in the mirror, back at the beginning. I remember the first time.
so many words lost in living.
You can bet I'm gonna do some fishing on the Nona or in State Street for a couple of beers. Watch some bodies as they're walking, find some friends and do some talking. Oh, it's been too many years.
Okay, sing along.
Back to Mad City. I can't wait to feel my wheels rolling and I'm on my way. I've been gone so long now. I think it's a pity. Going back to Mad City today.
That's a great song. A big winner out at our old radio station. We never did talk to the guy who sang it. We don't know who it is.
He was supposed to win a prize.
Yeah. Big prize in waiting.
Yeah.
You know,
and then the station went off the air, and he never got his prize, unfortunately.
That's right.
We're still looking for him 30 years later.
We are still looking for that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe that, right? I mean, you like find like a ring or a picture or something somewhere, and you're like, hey, I lost it. Somebody in like,
yeah,
New York. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, that's mine. They heard it on the internet, but this,
I know.
Nobody claims ownership.
We're hoping anyway that someday we'll find that individual.
Mm-hmm. All right, back to what's happening with Max Inc. this weekend and other events happening very soon.
I saw something coming up. It's the Overture Center, right?
Yes.
For the arts, right down here across the street from us. They're turning 20 years old, and they're having a celebration Sunday, September 28th at 7 p.m. It's old-fashioned birthday party, an evening filled with joy, laughter, and unforgettable moments, because they're going to have interactive amusements, surprise performances, and dancing, which I'm curious to know what the surprise performances might be.
Right.
It's 20 years old, but you remember that was a controversial thing when they built that, right? Dottie's Dumpling. Remember they held out and they were like on this like island around the giant giant pit that was going to be the Overture Center.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the old Civic Center. Lots of good times, but they still have a little piece of the wall that we can see right here from the window.
So 20 years, huh?
Yeah.
20 years.
So, well, I bet they can't wait to become 21 so they can have alcohol over there again.
Yeah.
So that event is Sunday, September 28th.
That's right.
Overture. Okay.
Now let's talk about something. Walktoberfest. Walktoberfest. It's today, actually, Friday, September 13th on Century Avenue in Waunakee. Waunakee's annual German festival, live music, food, beer, wine, and inflatables, free admission. Now, they're going to have some crazy things here. John, I know that you'll like this. A brat toss.
Yes.
What? That's how you get rid of the fat. You throw it, right? Teams of two compete to see who can throw and catch a bratwurst at the longest distance.
That is a fantastic event. Wow.
Well, it's not just that either. There's a sauerkraut eating contest.
Oh, no.
And that's a speed contest. So it's a how fast you can crunch down the sauerkraut. And then not to be overshadowed, but there is a Limburger cheese eating contest.
Oh,
who can eat the Limburger
away
cheese?
From that guy.
And a Dutch on race, right?
What?
Get those little hot dogs. racing.
A dachshund?
Dachshunds?
Dachshund, Dachshund Dash.
All right.
You're going to race dachshunds.
Wow.
They are weird-looking dogs.
Yeah, and they're not very
Wiener
friendly
dogs.
most of the time either.
No.
Beer yoga. They'll have beer yoga. So
Whoa!
if nothing
good
else
point.
tricks your trigger, beer yoga, right?
Yes, that's my thing.
Walktoberfest runs through September 15th. And for more information, you can go to walktoberfest.com. That's WAUK Toberfest.com. The People Brothers Band are playing this today. So the People Brothers Band, unique brand of rhythm and soul, features some of the best talented vocalists and musicians in the region. They are great. Check them out at peoplebrothers.com. And let's hear some People Brothers Band right now from their album Love Electric. This is That Feeling.
You've got that feeling. You've got that feeling. You got that feeling. Yeah, you got that feeling. But don't let your ship sail. You wind up waiting on the cheap sail. Don't waste your sweet time. Instead of living on the rewind. Take your woman right by the hand. Let your feet move without care. Leave your worries, baby, leave them there. Let the music go and take you there. And then you get that feeling. Yeah, you get that feeling. You get that feeling. Yeah, you get that feeling.
Good song. Like it a lot.
The People Brothers Band playing tonight at Walktoberfest at 8 p.m. on Century Avenue in Wanakee.
Any idea of when that fest starts today?
I think that those start. Go to, let me see, I have the URL. It's walktoberfest.com,
Oh, yes.
WAUK.
All right, I will
and
check that out.
it's 3 days of events.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it
all
is.
all
Okay.
these
All right.
brat throwing contests and dachshund racing and all this stuff kind of happens all throughout the day.
All right.
Ending
Well,
with
yeah,
a
we
band at
could
night.
toss brats anytime.
I know you're excited to handle some sausage, John.
That's right.
Especially fatless sausage.
Yes.
Okay.
I
What
have
else you got?
I have one last thing here.
Okay.
Roscoe Foster and the Rascal Theory, Saturday, September 14th. So that's tomorrow night at the Red Rooster over on Seaforth Road. It's the award-winning blues soul artist Roscoe Foster and his band will be throwing down the funky blues and bringing the Rascal party to the Rooster. And therascaltheory.com is where you can find more information. Roscoe's out of Baraboo. Really great artist. Let's listen to Buzzkill. This is the Rascal Theory on the John and Gordy Show.
Find somewhere you can be happy, even when the whole world goes mad. Find a way to make it better. No sense in crying over spilled milk. No place in the world for a buzzkill. No, no. Lay down your empty burden. Pick up the pieces and just keep going. After all, no one lives forever. No sense in crying over spilled milk. No place in the world for a buzzkill. No, no.
Wow. So we're watching the
We're
guy
laughing.
on CNN, and he's talking about they finally found a Lego piece up his nose 30 years after it got stuck there.
A little kid.
Wow.
And 30 years later, they found
I
the
think
Lego
one of my
piece.
kids had a Lego piece stuck up their nose
And it was
as
just
well.
one single, one single Lego round piece, very small.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to wrap up here, Rocker. So
We're
give us
done.
the quick thing here.
Max Inc. Radio this weekend, 6 p.m. to midnight, and we'll have Tom Castle live in the lair.
Can't wait.
All kinds of local music made here in Wisconsin.
Excellent. We always appreciate you, man.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right.
Thanks for being here.
That's going to do it for John and Gordy. Stephanie Miller is coming up next. Monday, Paul Soglin is back with us. We hope you have a great weekend. So long from the John and Gordy Show.
Let's toss some
They're
brats.
eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.